On Monday night, Watford managed to recover from a significant hammer blow about half an hour into their game against Chelsea and pick up a well-deserved victory. After all, that was the point at which Tiemoue Bakayoko earned his second yellow card and was dismissed from the field of play. The Chelsea midfielder was arguably Watford's most creative player during his brief spell on the pitch. He set up chances, ensured Chelsea's moves forward broke down, and was such a problem for the visitors that they avoided passing to him after a certain point. It continued a trend for the former Monaco man, who came in during the summer as one of the most highly coveted midfielders in Europe and now has more question marks attached to him than the Riddler. He is an enigma.How could a player who was so good last season become such a poor performer in this campaign? Who decided he was the man for Chelsea? And why did they part with Nemanja Matic, selling him to a title rival at that, in order to bring him in? Watford was a nader for a player who has been trawling through the depths of form throughout his time in the Premier League. Bakayoko set a precedent within 30 seconds of kick-off.He attempted 3 tackles as he looked to win the ball back in his center circle. On each of the 3 occasions he came nowhere near to recapturing possession.It was not just his inability to win the ball back that was an issue on Monday though. He also gave it away with staggering frequency.Bakayoko only completed 66.67% of his passes, which is an awful record for a central midfielder. He lost possession 7 times, which is impressive for just 30 minutes on the pitch. Below is an example of the that.Chelsea were building steadily.The ball reaches Bakayoko, who tries to play a pass to one of Chelsea's forward players. Unfortunately, there was no one in range of his ball barring Pedro, who was under an immense amount of pressure. Watford won the ball back and Bakayoko attempted to win it in the air.He lost the battle. That spoke for his general inability to win duels on Monday night. Only 45.45% of them, which includes headed battles, tackles, winning fouls, went his way. He also managed no interceptions, made no blocks, and played just 12 passes. Even more troubling was the way he repeatedly set Watford up with opportunities to break. His role in Chelsea's team is to be a safe pair of hands, bring the ball forward and, most importantly, not merely set up goals for the opposition. Above are 2 examples of that from Bakayoko on Monday.The first is egregious, getting the ball in space in midfield and then somehow launching a Watford counter. The second is preposterous.Yes, he is facing his own goal and yes, he is under pressure, but at 35 pounds. $2 million midfielder should be able to feed the ball to David Luiz, who is in space. Instead, he plays and Richarlison.The Brazilian could have quite easily scored from that position. Bakayoko has had a mistake in him all season. He is 16th for players in the Premier League when it comes to errors leading to shots. And he ranks in the same position for errors leading to goals. Compare that to Matic, who has played a comparable amount of football. He has not made a single error leading to a shot, never mind a goal. That is what is expected from a player in that role. The more you break down their comparative displays, the worse it gets. Matic has made 50 interceptions, Bakayoko just 29. Stopping attacks is so crucial for a midfielder with that remit. Bakayoko has played nearly half the passes of Matic, 937 compared to 1,861. That is no surprise, given Matic has touched the ball over 2,000 times and Bakayoko has only been on it on 1,255 occasions. In fairness to Bakayoko, he arrived at Stamford Bridge with a knock in the summer. He is not the first player to struggle to settle after that situation, and he will not be the last. But it simply has not been good enough from him. Monday just flagged up reality and posed the question again. Why, exactly, did Antonio Conte jettison Matic for Bakayoko? Answers on a postcard please, if you can come up with one.